Good morning, everybody. You're here on Bacon Pancakes podcast with Isaac. We're just talking some topics of the day, man. So, you don't know me. I'm an hibachi chef. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I got a group of friends. We've been just a group of gamers, just dudes that we've known for about 25 years up to. We're all just hanging out. We've been doing the same thing for forever, and we decided we were going to make a group, and we decided to call ourselves the Hogs. And it started off pretty funny, man. We were the guys that hung out all the time playing Halo. That's kind of how it all started, man. Halo 2, Halo 3. We started doing everything we did, and all it was Halo, day in and day out, just a bunch of nerds just playing games, man, just like everyone else. And we all started off down in Portland, Oregon, and we ended up branching out and meeting new friends through playing Halo that lived up in Washington. And we all grew up and got older and moved in throughout life. But one thing that stuck together is we all just stuck on Xbox Live, and even till this day, we are all playing. We all get old, and this and that. But as time goes on and our lives keep changing, we always end up coming back to the same old thing. It's what it goes. It's the boys. That's how it goes, man. And so we're all playing Halo one day. All 8 of us are in one squad together, and we're having a great old time. Years ago, had to be like 13 years ago, and we're having a blast. Maybe even longer than that. And one of our boys was just on that warthog, man, and they were tearing it down, man, and they were rolling over, and we were just running through, and dude hit a running riot, and he was just like, "When I was a young warthog," out of nowhere. And it was so funny. And then I think it was me and my other guy, we did the other part, "When I was a young warthog." We were all laughing our asses off, and it was a great time. And then my buddy, he's just like, "Man, you think you're the warthog, dude? You think you're the hog, man?" And I'm like, "You know what? You think you're the hog, dude?" And then we were just talking about, because we this is how we BS, we just keep, it's our little inside joke. So we just keep bitching it back and forth over in time, and we calling ourselves, then we talking about, "Bro, I'm the youngest hog that's ever existed, bro. You think you're the hog, bro? You think you're the youngest warthog you've ever seen?" And we be going in at each other in 1v1s all the time and trying to test our metal and see who's the best, who the hogs are. And we ended up started just calling ourselves the Hogs. We were just doing it all the time and playing games, and we were the Hogs, man. And that's how it goes, man. And we got the Hogs or the dudes, and what's a female hog? It's called a sow. It's no disrespect. We call them the sows because sows hold it down, man. They're the girl. They throw it down, bro. We need. That's what a true warthog, true elder warthog needs. In his life, he needs a good sow. He needs a good family. Good little basis, maybe some piglets, maybe some hoglets running around, little rooting around in the mud and the grit, doing what hogs do. That's how it is, man. That's how we all started out. We stick together. That's just how it's been. Once you're a hog, you're always a hog. Doesn't matter where you go, where you leave. Once you're a warthog, dude, you're a warthog, dude. And so we ended up starting a podcast, or not a podcast, sorry. We ended up starting a fantasy football league about 10 years ago. We all thought it'd be a good idea, and hell yeah, it was. We ended up running 10 years deep on fantasy football, and it kept us together even more. Once a year, for a few months, we all talking, we're all bullshitting back and forth. We're all talking, hanging out, having a great time. Just being homies. Some of the best fun we've ever had, just as dudes for ourselves. I'm sure everyone else has their little squads, and that's what's up. See, I hope you can. I know you can relate. So we ended up doing all that for forever, and a bunch of wins. We got a couple 3-time champions out of it, and couple, one-time champions scattered through. Some of us have been runner-ups more than once, and myself, I'm the king of runner-ups. I've been league runner-up 3 times in a row. So it gets pretty rough. not in a row, but over 3 times, you know. So we end up running a couple other fantasy groups, and then all of a sudden we're just boom, you know, we got like all these friends playing that we don't even know, you know. Now we got two full leagues going, and we're getting all these guys involved, having a great time and learning who they are and meeting their families and having a great time. And it's a good way to network and meet new people. And then over the time, we've all established our own worlds, you know. We've all established what we got going on, and we're all living our crazy lives. So we were thinking it would be kind of fun. A couple of us we're always shooting around with the idea of podcasting or putting up a radio, something that something that got us all kind of to talk, because sometimes we all get together and we have hilarious conversations. We have a great time together because because there's so many different personalities, you know, so many different characters, so many different talents, and it's a great time. So we were like, you know, we're going to try to figure out how to do a podcast. We're trying to figure out how to put it all together and get everyone involved. So we're thinking about doing it more about sports, and it's going to be a thing that we're going to do, and it's going to be called the Hog Den. It's going to be posted to our probably YouTube, maybe Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Kick. We're going to be doing it in a bunch of different ways, in different kinds of podcasts, different kinds of topics, and we'll have a website up soon. We're just getting in. We're all getting started. This is basically I'm in my first home, man. I'm in the house before the house right now, and I just couldn't wait, and I had to get everything out, and I got everything set up. We've been testing it for a while, and we're getting it running. There'll be a lot of information and a lot of stuff to go over, and great stuff to get into. It's been a wonderful time. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So I got my buddy Billy. He's pretty much the Jamie to my Joe Rogan. He's going to be hitting the ones and twos, the switches, and the flicks, you know, getting everything going and making everything working right. You got me doing the MC mainly. I'm going to be getting it going and spitting the topics and getting everything running and making sure everyone's having fun and having a great time. Sometimes I'll have my buddies pop in. You'll hear from J Rock. You might hear from D Mac. You might hear from my buddy Johnny. You might hear from Ms. Tron or Goal. We got a good group of dudes that just like to have fun. And sometimes I'll bring in other random people that I know, other friends and other people that just have stories and have information and have things they want to talk about and get out. And sometimes we'll have a blast. We're trying to figure out how to do away so we can have the more taboo topics talked about in a way that we can make it and have fun and talk about more adult and grown-up content. But right now we're keeping it nice, keeping it light with sports topics, current events, and everything we got going on in the middle. Things that are on our minds, things that we want to go through. So yeah, we're doing the Hog Den. This is the pilot of pilots, or whatever I can call it, is what's going to be going on. This is Bacon Pancakes podcast 1. What Bacon Pancakes is going to be is just morning talks, talking about what we got going on, what we have to do, who we are. And once the Hog Den is started up, then we'll be doing the Hog Den cast under the Hog Den name later on. But I want to make sure everybody's put together and we have everything set up the right way. But you got me. This is it. My name's Isaac. I do work, man. Like I said, I'm a hibachi chef. I like video games, sports, food, anime. I'm a nerd, man. That's basically my whole life. Like I said, hibachi's been my thing for 15 years. I love entertaining people. I love having fun with them. I love cooking them some of the best food they can possibly get and that I could possibly give them. Excuse me. I love having a wonderful time meeting new people. I've met some really cool friends, some people that I've been lucky to be affiliated with. In any other life, I would never have met them. And there are a lot of really cool friends and families that we have gone to know through this. I mean, one of them is even our 3-time champion in the Hog League, and so that's just basically what we're all about. What I'm gonna say, and we all started, like I said, it started out in Portland, and now I'm trying to get my career into comedy. Been doing stand-up comedy for just under a year now, about a half a year now. Doing stand-up comedy, writing jokes, writing material. I've got so much. I just don't have a lot of time for hitting open mics because of the way my life is set up. So I figured I'd come up with a different outlet for that. And here I am. And we've got just a lot of people. Got a lot of banter. I just can't wait to get more people. And pretty soon I'm going to have my podcast studio set up here. We're moving within the next few weeks. I will have more microphones set up, more people, more possibilities, and getting popping off. That's how it is, man. I'm just a bunch of dudes and dads talking about dudes and dads stuff. Funny things that we go through. Good times, man. Well, all right. That's the introduction to Bacon Pancakes. Appreciate you all listening. Yeah, thank you.